Hi everyone, this is Wani and welcome to Wani's house. In today's video, I am solving some entertaining dilemmas. Now Christmas is a couple of weeks away and some of us are planning and preparing for our family get-togethers or entertaining families and friends. But sometimes there are occasions where we don't have the items, the entertaining accessories that we need, or we just don't have the money to purchase the things that we would like. So today's video, I'm going to show you some ways that you can get over those hurdles with items that you may already have in your house or items that you can pick up very, very cheaply and have a dazzling event. So get ready for our first dilemma being solved. You're preparing for your party and you realize that you don't have the table linen that you needed. There could be a certain vision that you were looking for, or maybe you just don't have money for any table linen. Let me solve that problem for you. Okay, so here's what I've done. I took a plain table linen, and that's what you see here is the black table linen here, and that's something I already had, or you can use a sheet. If you have a nice plain white sheet, use a sheet. And then here, this is actually sheer curtain. It's very inexpensive. You can get it from the Goodwill for like 99 cents. You can get it from any Family Dollar, any dollar store. You know, you will have this. You can get it in various colors and it's shiny. It bounces off of the light, and if you would like, you can put some of those fairy lights in underneath and it will sparkle from underneath. So our first dilemma is solved. You can use a sheet and a sheer curtain, and now you have your linen and a table runner or an overlay. Dilemma number 2. You want to have various heights on your table, but you don't have any tiered platters or you don't have any risers. We're going to solve this dilemma. Okay, so here is how I have solved our riser issue. These are planter stands, and I purchased all of them at different times from the Salvation Army or the Goodwill. Now, all of these cost me $1 a piece. And when I want to show you here, kind of come a little closer so you can see, you can buy these relatively inexpensively. This was $1.99 and I got it on a 50% off day. So I paid $1 and I had that on there because I wanted you to see that you can still have a very dramatic looking serving area. If this was your buffet or if this was your dessert area, you can all come together for $4 here. So don't pass up those plant stands. They can really come in handy. And let me show you dilemma number 3. What if you don't have any servingware? You know, white is the color that ties every buffet together. So let me show you how we can solve that problem. Simply by adding a white plate, I now have a serving platter that I can serve whatever I want on there, and you can like use some of the gold chalk paint that they have now, and you can put like dots around here or any kind of like swiggle embellishments. Simple. We all have white plates, instant serveware. Now, let me show you how I would dress all of this up. Okay, so now our first plant stand now becomes a stand for our plates for our guests. This plant stand is now a cloche, and where we can have miniature cupcakes here. This plant stand is now holding our main dessert, so it could be a cake or some type of really pretty elaborate dessert right here. And this one right here I left empty because I want to show you how we can solve dilemma number 4. And dilemma number 4 is, what if you needed some type of beverage dispenser? You don't have a punch bowl, you don't have a beverage dispenser with the sprout, but you're having these people come over and you want to serve some type of punch. Let me show you how I think you can solve this dilemma. Okay, so I solved this dilemma by using this vase here. It's a round vase. You guys may remember it because I purchased it earlier this year from the Salvation Army. I purchased 3 of them actually. This is the largest of the 3 that I purchased, and I used them for my tablescape, for my my seed tablescape here in my home. But another way you can use these vases is, this could be a punch bowl. Who would know that it wasn't a punch bowl? And you could even embellish it. Once again, you could use some of that gold markers that they are now selling at Pier 1 and draw little glitter dots over it. Or if you have some of the embellishments from the Dollar Tree, the little rhinestone type dots, put that over it, just all around. Yes, this is really, really inexpensive. This vessel here cost me, I think it was $1.50 or $2. I can't quite remember, but it was inexpensive. And and the ladle here I already had. If you don't have a ladle, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get a ladle, or you can get it from Pier 1 or Bed Bath & Beyond. They're relatively inexpensive as well, and this is something that you can run out and go get right quick and bring your whole look together. So now remember, I had that other plant stand sitting to the side. Let me show you why. Simply by using the plant stand to elevate my vessel here, I have a raised beverage dispenser. My guests around here, I can have like all of my cups here waiting, and they can just ladle their beverage or their punch or whatever you have waiting for them. Easy, simple, and inexpensive. And who would have known that everything that you have here is under $10, and your buffet area is really coming together and it's looking spectacular. Let's go to dilemma number 5. Dilemma number 5. Now you got your buffet set, but you don't have an ice bucket. You don't want to have ice trays out, and you don't want to use a simple bowl to have your ice in. So let me show you what you can do. And I've done this many, many times, and no one ever knew it was what it is. Alright, so here it is. You've seen this so many times, and as I said before, this is actually a planter. I bought it a couple of years ago, and it's actually a planter that I use as my ice bucket. I love it. I have a huge sterling silver ice bucket for certain events, but then there's certain events, you know, you're not having that many people, or it's not that, you know, elaborate type of event. You can use an ice bucket, and no one ever knew that this is an ice bucket. It's metal, and if I wanted to spray paint it, I can, but I keep it this color because I think it's a very neutral color. And you can get you a nice pair of tongs. These are tongs that I got from the from Party City, but you sure can invest in a nice set of tongs and keep it moving. Alright guys, so now we're at dilemma number 6. Dilemma number 6 is, you want to set up a really nice buffet, but you don't have any chafing dishes. You can't run out and get any, or they're all sold out. Let me tell you and let me show you how you can solve this dilemma. Okay, so I know we've all have seen these in the Salvation Army and Goodwill or various thrift stores that we might frequent. And you see them on the shelves and you're thinking, what can I do with that? I can't use that. Yes, you can. Let me show you how. This sterling silver chafing dish holder can still be used even though you may not have the original parts or pieces to go with it. Let me show you what you can do. Now, if you had a sterling silver bowl, that would fit perfectly in there, but I don't have one. But what I do have is a glass votive holder, because sometimes these chafing dishes are sold without the middle part here where you put your burning gel or your tea light, but this tea light holder fits perfectly in there. See here? So we will put that, and then that's our tea light in the middle. And something that we all have on hand are what? Glass Pyrex bowls. And it fits perfectly. Now, this is great because, you know, you can use your Pyrex bowl in the oven. And so this heat from this tea light won't get that hot, but whatever you have in here is only intended to keep it warm anyway. So there you go. So this sterling silver chafing dish holder cost me $2.99 or 94 cents, and I didn't get it any percentage off that day. I already had this Pyrex, but you can always find these Pyrex bowls at your thrift stores. Don't pass them by. Just like I said, if you see these and they're by themselves, don't pass them by, guys, because they can look beautiful on your table, and these bowls makes it functional again. You're having your party and you're gonna have a lot of guests, and you don't want to spend your entire evening going back behind people as they put down their wine glasses, rewashing the wine glasses and putting them back out. So one way you can eliminate all of that extra work and heartache is by using charms, wine glass charms. So let's say you don't have enough wine glass charms, or you don't have any, but you do have something because you've been shopping at Target's Dollar Spot. And let me show you how I would handle that dilemma. Alright, this is what I decided to do. You've seen these items at the Target Dollar Spot, and they would make excellent wine glass charms. As soon as I saw them, that's what instantly came in my mind. So one thing that I would change is I would change out the ribbon here. Make it a gold color. Would be so pretty. Like a lame gold ribbon would be beautiful. That way your Mark would know that this is his glass and he needs to hold on to it all night, and whoever Naughty is would know that that is her glass and she needs to hold on to it all night. Now, let's say you had the same situation. We're gonna go with the same scenario, but instead of the wine glasses, you have a coffee bar. It's time for dessert and some of your guests want coffee. Let me show you how you can remedy that problem using these same tags. Alright, so here are my coffee cups, as you can see here, and I just hung the tag or tied the tag around the handles of the cup, so we knew what Naughty was drinking wine, but Nice has already gone on to dessert, and now she's having coffee along with Be Merry. I think this is such a cute and creative idea, and like I said, as soon as I saw the tags, I knew exactly what I was going to do. Now, for these, like I said, what I would do is I would go over these with some of the Sharpie gold metallic ink, and this will be really, really pretty. Okay, guys, so we're almost done, but we have a couple of more dilemmas. The next being, one of my pet peeves is people putting their glasses on my tables, my wood tables. I hate rings on the tables, so I always use coasters. Now, maybe you don't have coasters, or maybe you don't have the money, a lot of money, so you can buy a fancy coaster. Let me remedy that problem for you. Now, to solve the coaster dilemma, I simply use these mirrored squares that you can purchase at the Dollar Tree, and they have some round ones and they also have square ones. I've had these for a couple of years now, but these would be perfect as coasters. As a matter of fact, I use them as coasters. On the bottom of them, they are padded here so it will not scratch my table. And if you find some that are not padded, you can go and get the little pads from the Dollar Tree or Family Dollar, any type of dollar store, and just stick them to the bottom. Okay guys, so I have one more dilemma for you, and I think it's a good one. One moment. Okay, so my last dilemma solver is sometimes you don't have time to go to Goodwill, Salvation Army, or to any type of store to create the image and the feel that you want that you're trying to convey. Sometimes you just have to use what you have. We have martini glasses, we have all types of glass bowls. Use them. Use them. You can use these martini glasses here. I would have like various types of sauces in here, and with a spoon people can dip it out. You can have if you're having a salad, you can have your salad dressing in here, and you can have it just displayed beautifully on your buffet. All the times we can't afford, or sometimes we just don't have the time or the energy to run out and try to get things that we think we need. So we will use what we have. Now, as much as we shop, and if you shop as much as I do, you have a shoebox. Right here, use the shoebox. This shoebox, and have various shoe boxes, some long, some short. Get your kids' shoe boxes and place them underneath your linen in various places on your buffet. This is now your riser. You can have things elevated here and use this space right here for various sauces. So for example, I would have a platter here, and let's say this is a bowl. So I would have my bowl here, and right here I would use these with some spoons, and those would be like my dressings or whatever. So use what you have. Now, I'll tell you in my last video, if a table breaks or I throw away a shelf, I'm gonna keep a piece of it because I know I can utilize it. So let me show you what I'll do in those instances. Now, I shared this quick and easy riser with you for my girlfriend's brunch. It's simply a shelf that was in a bookcase that I had thrown away, and I used 2 planters here, as you see here, to sit them on top of. Easy riser, and once I'm done with it, I can disassemble it and store it away. Let me show you what else you can do. Okay, so here I use the top of the IKEA lac table. You know, it's a little small square table that they sell at IKEA. Very, very inexpensive. This one used to be in my husband's game room, but now that we're not using it anymore, I threw the legs away, but I kept the top. Another shape that I can utilize on my buffet table. Once again, this is sitting on top of the 2 planters that I showed you in the previous video. You don't have any planters, but you have a bowl. Let me show you something else. Okay, so here is the same tabletop, but instead of using the planters, I used a wooden basket. There you go. Okay guys, so I think I have solved all of the dilemmas that I could come up with. And if there's a dilemma that I have not covered that you're having, go ahead, hit me below and I'll see if I can solve it for you. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please hit the like button. If you're new to Wani's house and it's your first time stopping by, welcome, and I would love for you to subscribe. And if you like this video, please leave me a comment below. I hope that these tips are things that you can implement in the upcoming holidays, whether it be Hanukkah, Christmas, or New Year's. And these are tips that you can use not only now, but in upcoming months for various parties or anything that you will be doing. Now, I have one more tip that I want to give you, and it's one that I have to remind myself of on a professional basis. At the end of the day, no one knows what your vision was but you. And if it's not present, everyone who's there, they're going to see the display that you've presented to them, and they're going to think that that's beautiful, and they're going to see all the hard work that you put into it. So what I'm really trying to say is, don't sweat the small stuff. This is the holidays. Enjoy it. Enjoy your family and your friends, and enjoy the time that you guys are spending together. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video by saying, the next time you're in town, you can always stop by Wani's house. Happy holidays, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.